Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Toptio back at it again. Sorry I didn't have a stream for you guys in the last few days. I've had to get a new camera. The previous one was kind of twitching out on me, so it took a while for me to get a new one in. Hopefully, this one will do a better job of making sure that the stream goes well for you, at least on the video side of it. Let's go ahead and get logged back in here to our bureaucrat on Anarchy Online. He's still in the starter area of Arete, and there were a few more quests that we wanted to do. We went through all the basic tutorial stuff. I believe what we have left is a faction choice kind of quest setup, where you can be either clan or you can be Omni. You get a pair of shoulder pads for that, if memory serves correctly, and you get your first token. I think we can go ahead and do both sides and still not have. Oh, okay. Still not have to worry about it without actually making a decision, because you also get some paperwork to join one side or the other. I might actually keep this character neutral simply because it's easier to get around from time to time. We're going to close this out. We're not going to worry about the daily rewards right now on this character. I'll come back on my off stream and do that. Yeah, the last thing we need to do for the Arete missions is to turn in our ID tag and go to the main transit center. But as I said, there's plenty of things that we can do to get just a little bit more of a head start once we get into Ruby-Ka itself, or I'm sorry, into the main game itself. Let's go ahead and get our bureaucrat pet up and going. Get a spare one. Wow, that's a long cast on that nano. Alright, one of the first things we want to do is go ahead and get a vehicle. So we're going to go over this way. And vehicles of course help you travel vast distances a lot faster. We're just going to go ahead and get a basic one started here. Go talk to this shady guy as soon as we can find the way up here. There we go. Round the corner, down on the street. Sorry, let me stop before I start getting any kind of copyright strike. But we'll go ahead and talk to this shady guy. Since he's got blue text above his head, that's generally the sign that they're a quest giver of some part. But he's complaining about his car is a piece of junk, and he wants us to take out somebody with a much better car. So now we've got to use a crowbar that he gave us on this car out here somewhere. Which I do not see right now. But in the interim, we'll go ahead and start fighting back these roller rats for more experience. There we go. Now, the car we're looking for is going to be pretty hard to miss. It's a big white, pretty much sports car. So I know it comes around this area, and we'll just go ahead and take a minute to see what's going on there. Like I said, we've got some roller rats that we can use for experience purposes. Sorry, I just adjusted something on my camera real quick. Once again, the power of the bureaucrat going dual pistols is pretty smooth. Of course, don't mind the karate gi that I've got on here. Or no, it's not a gi. This is just the martial artist outfit, as they like to call it. Before I get flamed anywhere in the comment section. But as you can see here, I've got a relieving salve that somebody put on me the last time, and it has persisted since I logged out. So you actually get real-time use out of any nanos that are being cast on you. Sorry, just checking something on the Twitch side of things, making sure I'm getting the right FPS. Yes, there we go. Still got to figure out a way to get everything on one point, within my field of view. I still don't have a good way of setting that up yet. I'll work on it. I'm going to ignore most of these parts here because I don't need them necessarily. Okay, now we're just really going to go hunting for this car because I'm not seeing it and it should have been here by now. Now in this lake we've got this giant saltworm thing, which is yet another mini boss that we can go ahead and take care of here in Arete before we head out. We might hit him up once, but I don't think he dropped. Oh, there he goes. There is the vehicle I'm looking for. So get my crowbar ready. And the roller rat's pissing me off once again. And another one's ticking me off again. So let's target this guy. Get him out of his car. And then I believe our job is to end him as well. Yes, looking at the quest, we're supposed to, yes, use the crowbar on the guy's car and then take him out. So we're going to go ahead and work this guy down as well. There, now we've got his car. We got to head back to the shady guy. Oh, somebody's already killed the saltworm. Let's see. Again, I don't think he drops anything of particular note that we would want as a bureaucrat. Yeah, you got some clan armor. I don't even know what those holograms do. But that saltworm is coming in at a level 13. We're not quite there yet. We're only level 8, which is why these roller rats are still a problem for now. But, well, not a problem, but they're going to auto-attack us as soon as we go anywhere near them. So we're just going to keep pushing through them and get back to this shady guy so we can get our basic vehicle. Looking at my NCU, I don't even have enough space for it to run, so we may not be able to do that without cutting off some of our buffs that we've got throughout the day. That's all well to the good. But again, making our way back to this guy here. I mean, if honestly this game moves a bit too slow, my recommendation is that you find a fixer and get them to give you some kind of speed buff. They are awesome. They also sell, I'm sorry, not they specifically. There are some pharmacies that will sell speed buffs that improve your run speed. I'm personally not a fan of it. I've never really worried about how fast I go, but this is a free vehicle right at the jump. That gave me enough XP to make it to level 9, which is good. But more importantly, we get the Kodiak Velocity 4, which increases our run speed by 500, but that's, I don't know. It says that. I've rarely seen it actually do anything like that, because right now our run speed is at 44. I'm going to go ahead and run the suggested IP distribution. Go ahead and save those changes. Oops. Now our run speed is at 51. And again, if this is supposed to do 10, okay, let's just do a basic count. We're going to run past this dock worker and count it down, right? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. From the dock worker to the vehicle. Let's see. I'll drop the trade skill expertise for a second. Go ahead and put this on here. Right. It's kind of ugly. It's a 30,000 year version of a hoopty, but let's see, it's from the vehicle to that second dock worker, 1001, 1002, 1003. So it's a little bit faster, but it's definitely not 10 times faster. But we'll go ahead and ignore that for now. Remove this. Well, do you even call it a buff? I don't know. But let's see. We got rid of trade skills, so let's put that back on. Might as well refresh all of our buffs here. There we go. Now we're going to head off towards this other building over here, this arena, which is where you could learn the mechanics of doing PvP. You could request duels and things, because each zone actually has a suppression value, meaning that wildlife won't be able to attack you or will within a certain distance or certain parts of the zone. But this arena is basically where you can walk in, be safe from all of these roller rats, particularly, and don't have to worry about it and get your PvP on. I've never really even seen anybody in here except, people really messing around. Let's see, that's a ring for melee damage. We'll sell that, but don't really need that. Yeah, here, the suppression field is at 5%, PvP with everybody in the area. So step back out of there, it goes up to 75. Only wildlife may attack me now. And this is just showing you the different, again, the mechanic of PvP. 75% makes it basically a PvE zone. You can flag for PvP, but you have to do that manually. 100% means there's no fighting at all. 25 is opposing factions. So if you're clan, you can fight Omni. If you're neutral, I guess you can swing on anybody you want to. And at 0%, anybody and everybody is dude. You can fight your friends, you can fight your factions, you can fight anybody you want to. There's nobody protecting you anymore. But we're going to head up here into these hills. And we're going to get a quest from, I guess his name is the King of the Leets, or the Leet King, or something of that nature. It's been a minute. Where is he? Oh, just got a little bit of lag going, a rubber banding effect, which is not so great. Yes, the Leet King. Again, blue text over the name or over the mob generally means that they're a quest giver. Let's get past that. Alright. I are the king. Juno speak to me like that. I wish I was making that up, but that's what they put down there. Fine, but now we have to since we insulted him, we have to take a quest for forgiveness. And we have to go fight the greedy desert reet. He wants it dead, and more importantly, he wants all this stuff smashed with this giant sledgehammer he just gave us. And again, we got to now the greedy reet is on the other side of this playfield, so we got to go past these roller rats one more time. Hurry up and change. There we go. All that for stuff I don't need, but 29 credits is 29 credits. So. And again, once I get a few more levels, these roller rats will not auto attack. They just need to be grayed out for that to happen. Don't need those booty shorts. Go ahead and stick the pet on him. Not that he's going to be doing anything worthwhile, but... And again, I know I'm slagging on my bureaucrat pet, but just based on pet classes, they are not the hardest hitters whatsoever. I believe the MP is fierce. The engineer can increase the bejeebus out of their robots when they want to do some damage. Bureaucrats do eventually get a nano line that helps buff not just the pets, but also any of the charmed mobs that they happen to be using. But yeah, generally their pet is not great pet whatsoever. In terms of damage, they don't really taunt that hard. Speaking of which, do I have the skills now to increase? No, I don't know that. Distracted gaze. Now, distracted gaze, if memory serves, will prevent a mob from entering combat unless I attack it, which is great for areas like this when you're going to get swarmed over by multiples if you just keep going in a direction. There's roller rats, I believe. Further ahead, there's uh, I don't, they look kind of like rhinos. I forget what they're called. Brontos, something like that. Some in-name or in-game name they put up for it. So if you're just traveling through this area and just walking along, you will literally just get attacked automatically. So being able to see what's coming ahead of you and say, nope, you stay out of it, is kind of handy. Now, again, I should be doing my root and shoot kind of method for a bureaucrat. I have the momentary daze, which will allow me to freeze someone in their tracks. It's all based on my psychology skill, I believe. Which, oh, did that get upgraded? Yes, it did, but it's not at max. I need that to be at max, so I'll make sure that gets some love here in a little bit. But here we found our greedy desert reet. He's blue as well, and he's asking, can I have your sword? Now that means he's looking for this shiny sword. And right clicking on that gives me a new mission where oh, this guy wants the sword. So let's go ahead and give him the sword. Let's actually talk to him now. Yes, he wants to have our sword. Here, take it. Oops, I said goodbye. That's not right. Try that again. Here, take my sword. We're going to go ahead and give him the sword. And he gave us a nano composite expertise nano. So that increases all of our nano skills by, I believe, 20. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's 20 each. So we're going to go ahead and drop this trade skill and put on the nano expertise. Because why not? Better pets, right? Now we still can't get the temporary glamour nano line learned, but that's fine. But that quest is done, and the other quest we have now is to wreck this guy and then break his stuff. So first we're going to kill him. And for some reason Lolly decided she wants to get some smoke, so we'll take care of that. Yes, there's the root, and then here's the shoot. There we go. That's what I should be doing more often, but right now these guys aren't too terrible of a problem. Okay, she's squeaking. So we're going to go ahead and take our hammer and start... Oh no, not that. There, that's the piece that I need to break. Take our hammer and do that, and we've now reached the next part of the Elite King. Take and give him the hammer back. We will do that, but first we're going to make another stop, because if I remember right, he's going to give us another quest as soon as we get back to him, and I might as well go pick up the things for that. So it's along the way, and I still got to fight roller rats anyway, so I might as well kill two birds with one stone. Okay, again, here's the root and then the shoot. Stop it again, because as soon as you hit somebody, it has a chance of breaking the root. It's, you know, pretty much MMORPG 101. But I definitely get some free hits by rooting them, then shooting them. Particularly if, I believe in this game, if you get below 10%, most of the time the enemy will actually slow down. Their run speed will go down. Just because they're injured so badly, and with that you can kind of back up and just, you know, keep poking away at them before they get a chance to even get near you and make them a shell of themselves. Oops, hit the wrong button there. That's the button I wanted, the burst. Give me my mouse back. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to type in chat and run at the same time. So that's a lesson I'll have to learn how to do. But like I said, we're going to go over here to what the Leet King is going to ask us for in terms of, hey, the next part of my quest. I think I have to find a box of chocolates. There we go. Did that pick that up? Yes. And a set of flowers. So now that we've got flowers and chocolates, we'll go back to the Leet King, turn in this hammer that he wanted us to use. While we're doing that, I believe I can put some more levels on my newcomer's outfit. I don't recall the last time I did that. Unfortunately, I can't just right-click on it because it's a leveling item, so when you try and right-click, it tries to upgrade, so you can't just quickly unequip it and get onto the next part of it. I'll just keep cycling through these. I believe it's 50 credits per item per level that I'm doing here, so I'm not too worried about it with 30,000 in the bank. Or now 29,000 as soon as I say that. What level is this? 7, and we need to get to 9. Let's hurry up and do that. Okay, so now it's maxed out. Put these items back on. It increases our NCU, which is why I like using this set. I still find myself doing the whole living cyber armor, which is something we'll get to outside of a REIT. I just do the living cyber armor because it's something I've done on every character that I've ever made in this game. So, somebody didn't make it to the, didn't make it past the roller rats. Sorry to hear about that, man. Now that I look at that, I should have the stats for this one, which will give me additional health and add offense. Let's see if we can actually put this item on. There we go. It's not going to show up because we are using social tabs. So if I wanted to, I guess I could make it still look like I'm some hardcore nano freak. There we go. Oh, running right past the Leet King. There we go. Yes, I did it. So now he wants his sledgehammer back. And now he's going to give us a new thing. He wants a woman thing, which is about as cringe as it can get, but it's, again, 20 years later. So we're going to say goodbye to him now. He essentially wants us to be his hype man, saying, hey, my friend in the back likes you. And hopefully she'll get along with it. Get along with him, but I believe she's over in this direction, following the dot here. Yep, okay, I'm getting attacked by angry mini bulls. There we go. That's the creature I was trying to think of earlier and could not come up with its name. I know that there are Brontos, sorry. Because there's a Bronto burger, if memory serves correctly. And they drop this weird stuff that lets you make armor, but I don't have 1,000,000 credits to spend on that right now. So I'm not going to go down that line of attack. But I can still, like I said, with a bureaucrat with his pistols does a lot more damage than people think. These guys are what, level 12. They're 3 above me, and I'm still able to take them out with very little consternation. Okay, you were supposed to get frozen, but he's countering my nano program. So that's the difference in levels there. They just are more resistant And now I'm level 10, so that resistance is going to go down. Alright, we've got our first research line that we're able to... I'm sorry, the research perk. I'm sorry, these are perks. Research is something different. The first perk we get to pick from Commanding Presence. What does this do again? No. Let's see, we also have group perks that we can choose from. Right here, Pistol Mastery, which will increase our pistol skill by 10 and add damage on top of that. It's only two points at the time. But then we also have our general perks. Ambidextrous allows us to have multi-melee or ranged going. Sorry, I'm explaining, but there's a fight going on behind me. We can enhance our DNA. Any of these green ones, I believe, are linked to the alien experience, especially this alien technology expertise. The alien invasion expansion, I believe, is required for some of these. But here we can increase our primary stats of intelligence or psychic, or we can go for the other ones and improve the 4 other skills that are going to cost us a ton of increase points. Cartographer is one that I want to get to, but you have to be level 20. It basically allows you to, once an hour, teleport to one of the 3 main cities, depending upon your faction. And that's great for when you're in a dungeon and just need to get back to town and sell really quick. It's like an escape rope. And there's a whole host of general perks, but this one for our profession, I forget exactly what this does, and I'm going to say no because I need to know what you do. Yes, you can only use your perks once every 2 hours, or reset your perks once every 2 hours. Let's see. Enhanced DNA does... Oh, it's just a straight up buff across the board. So, what's the Explorer do? Adventuring, don't need that. We're going to go ahead and do this Nano Breed secondary. Yes, again, the green ones are for alien experience. We'll get to those later. So with that being said, we can't do the green ones yet. Let's see. Again, there's combat going on. And I'll go ahead and take Commanding Presence since it's one for our profession. That allows us now to have perk actions. Wait, what do you do? Oh, my goodness. We've killed quite a few mini bulls while standing here. Let's go ahead and finish this. I forget what Commanding Presence does now. Is that an action that I can actually equip? Alright, we talked to this princess saying, I bring gifts from the king. Oh, so she doesn't even like him, but she'll take the gifts anyway. No comment. And she gave us a sensitive cybernetic fingertips. She's telling us to jog on because she's got a date, which is fine. But again, that takes care of these guys. Now, since we just ran into this problem, let's go ahead and head out a little bit further this way. And we'll start running into, again, some more mini bulls, some more roller rats. But more importantly, we will run into the alien ship, the crashed alien ship, which is out here further in the desert. I just want to see if I got it. Mr. Twitch chat, if you don't mind, please show up. Ah, there he goes. We'll have to make sure and pick up the pet warping ability once we get it. Ah, Commanding Presence. All off. Offense plus 10, defense plus 8. Now that I look at it, perhaps I shouldn't have done that. but that's fine. Again, we've got some more skills. Now we're going to make sure that our primary abilities get buffed, or not buffed, but raised. There we go. All 6 of them. We're going to make sure that our pistol stays up as high as it can go. Let's get to the nanos first. So we're going to do all but I believe matter metamorphosis. I don't need nano initiative. We're going to do, which is it? Not combat. There we go. There. Make sure our psychology skill goes up, because that affects how well our charm line of nanos gets able to land on a target. Doesn't affect the length of the nano, as far as I recall, but it does affect your chance to hit with it and make it stick. So let's see. We're going to increase fling. We can increase burst at the same time, but we're going to go ahead and do that. That way we're a little bit beefier, easier to take these guys out. Now this is an alien spider, and I need to stop hitting the Y button. Alright, it doesn't have much on its description, but it's level 10, so we should be able to swing on these guys pretty easy and get some of this alien experience that we need to get to in order to raise our alien level, our alien experience points, which is another tab right here for another bar that shows up. Now I want to take out these little Zix characters because they're really easy to kill. Further on, I believe there's some scouts and there's some specialists, I think they're called. Bigger, beefier enemies. They drop more experience, but I want to make sure that I'm ready for that first. Yeah, my pet was over there messing with that for 10 seconds. I showed up for 3 and started killing it. So, again, the bureaucrat pet, not the best pet, but it's the one we got. And like every other pet class, I'm going to make sure that I try and keep him as high as level as I can make it. I'm going to have to do some implant work to get my stats up where I want them to be. But that's a great thing, especially if you wanted to twink or get ahead or move a little bit faster. You can definitely get some friends to give you some buffs and say, hey, let me tweak it so I can get a much higher level pet and do more damage and be safer and be able to experience a lot more content than I normally should have been able to, which is kind of what you want to do, because after you leave here, I believe it's up to level 25, is the abandoned subway, which is where a lot of people do their first dungeon. And then after the abandoned subway, it's Temple of the Three Winds, and I forget where you go after that. It's been a few years since I played this, so a lot of those muscles have atrophied. But yeah, you can start working on it and have a pet that's far higher than the content level you should be able to experience. I've been able to get into the subway, which again tops out at level 25, but I think I've had a level 35, 37 pet, which got me through all of the content, all of the bosses without having to, do a little breadcrumb trail. It's just I'm walking in, smacking the bosses upside the head. I think there's only one guy that you really need a team in order to have a chance, but everybody else in the dungeon is like, no, you get smoked, son. But again, that would require a lot more money than I've got on my character. Again, it's a thing. But what we just gained is now we get to use our alien perk points on these green skills here. Right now we can only choose between, it looks like, nanobreed primary and secondary. And since it's only going to increase 1 point on all, but it's all 4 of the skills that are normally blue for our abilities, I'm more inclined to do that than to take the primary genome at this time. So we're going to go ahead and say yes to that, and we're running that perk as well. Now this is what I was talking about. These specialists, they're the beefier ones. I'm going to leave him alone for right now. I've got plenty of other targets I can aim at and get some alien experience without having to fight that guy. Because if I remember right, he wipes out your mana pool, and he's just a big problem all day. And he more than likely will kill you. Um, that difference in level is really significant when it comes to these guys. Yeah, I cannot get my momentary daze to land on any of these guys right now. But these guys really start pushing out some of the credits that we're gaining. We're back over 30,000 again. I'm not going to mess with you, sir. I know there's a few more Zix over this way. There we go. Pet, you take that one. Let's see if we can mark him. Oh, no, his friend's coming too. Yeah. Now, I forget who gives the quest in this place for this alien ship. I'll have to see if I can walk around town and see if I can find someone with blue in their name, so I can make sure. Again, I know there's somebody who gives you a quest to go in there, but I don't know if there used to be somebody. Let me say that. I don't know if they've removed it since they've redone the game several times, so my information may be years out of date. Fall down. Thank you, sir. Now there's a lengthy death animation for a lot of these cats. There we go. But on the way back here, we should be able to pick up a little bit more experience. We're about 3,000 off for regular leveling, about halfway through another alien level. There, freeze you, sir, so you don't hit me until I hit you again. There we go. Now the aliens don't give you a lot of regular experience, and obviously you don't get any alien experience for killing regular mobs, but there it is. Okay, energy damage is something that we are doing, so we're going to go ahead and equip this ring here. In the cloth section. Not going to be too enamored with any of these, but every little bit that we do, or any little bit more that we can do, we might as well do. There's no point in not doing that. So now, again, it's just one of those things where as we're walking back, now if the screen looks dark, there's supposed to be some kind of sandstorm going on here. So I guess that's their representation of it. I know it looks like it's flashy, but it's flashy because there's supposed to be lightning strikes all over the place and atmospheric interference, let's call it that. There you go, back up off of me, if you don't mind, sir. No, I told you to back away. There we go. Again, it's not... We're at the point now, we've got enough armor, we've got weapons that are good enough and upgraded enough to be able to knock everything down. It's just now a matter of, we're still getting auto-attacked all over the place, left, right, and center, so it's not like we're able to transition back and forth, especially when turning in quests. But there's a research level that's now been done. We had personal research. We were doing hostile negotiations, which gave us additional fling shot. And we're able to choose the next one we want to do. Human resources, increases our max NCU, team building, does our first aid, process theory, gives us additional nanobot damage, executive decisions, is increasing our psychology, which will be good. Professional development, XP modifier, but it's really only 1% at the moment, so not too worried about that. And then paper cut does extra damage. So we're going to go with executive decisions to increase our psychology here. And we'll go ahead and exit out of that. Again, we got another fight going here. I did not tell you that you could take a vacation, Twitch chat. So get back into the fight. But again, we're running back into town. There's really no other. Again, I just want to find if there is a quest giver for the alien part of it. I don't recall off the top of my head if they're who they are, where they are. I guess I could go to. Just scrolling through here. There's a help bot, I believe, for a REIT landing. Although, who knows how long it's been since it's actually said anything to me. Nope, I can't even find it, so that's fine. Maybe if it pops up again, I'll click on it and see if it will tell me. I could, of course, go to the internet for all that. Maybe I'll do that during an intermission if we have one. So, again, got another level. You're gonna lay off of all of that if you don't mind, sir. Back down with the body development and the evades. Don't need any of that madness. But I do need my psychology up as much as possible. So we're gonna go with that saving. Stats. I'm not too worried about nerfing my character here in the beginning. There's not too much that's going to change for me in terms of root, shoot, and rooting and shooting. Now, the only big difference that's supposed to be coming up is my ability to charm targets. That's going to rely on my psychology. Can I? No, sorry, I still can't do this one, can I? No. Has to be 109, my combat and healing right now. I'm sorry, not combat, nanos. I look to be, what, about 10 points off? Biomet 109. So I'm really about 15 points off on the 3 stats that I need in order to cast this charm. And it only lasts for like 2.5 minutes. Now 15 points is about another 5 levels, really? 4 or 5 levels. Given a combination of improving my base abilities and my nano skills. So that's right now if I were just going to keep leveling through it. Again, with the implants, you can kind of skip ahead a bit, and you're really just increasing those stats by leaps and bounds every time. Oh, great. Gray roller rats. Love that part of the stage now. Ah, there we go. There's that thing I was looking for. Quests. So I can ask the help bot here for the quest in a REIT. And it's going to go through all of the quests we've pretty much done. Huh. Oh wait, it's telling me to do this quest over here, so might as well go back and do that. A capillary? Oh. She's gonna ask you to join a team, so yeah, Okay, she lives in the alien spaceship. There we go. That's where you find that lady. Okay. I thought there was some person outside of the ship that gave you a quest. Alright, this guy wants us to deliver groceries, so that's fine. There's somebody at the bazaar. Again, I believe this is the guy that wants you to put together a whole suit of armor or whatever, but it's going to cost you 1,000,000 credits. I don't got that. I'm not worried about that. I know I've got characters that have that kind of cash on me, but that's on separate accounts, so I'm not going to... I never really did do the whole duplicate account, or, running 2 accounts simultaneously. Never really messed with that much. The saltworm might attack us as we're running by, but he has chosen not to. Which is great. And again, these roller rats are now gray, so that's a big headache. Oh, except that one. That's a headache off of me that I don't have to worry much running back and forth. It makes things a little bit easier. Oh, but I've been able to increase my NCU, so I actually can ride around in my hoopty if I wanted to. And in fact, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and get this up and moving. There, now it's the goofy thing. I got to slide my camera back out a little bit. See how everything's going. Okay, and we're going to drop Emil's box of goodies off, I believe. Yes, there he is. Logistics Manager Fausto. There we go. Emil's box. Foodstuffs. There we go. Yeah, he wants us to put together like the biomesh outfits, which are these things that drop off of the mini bulls that we've been fighting. I don't recall how to do this whole quest, but I know the armor is not as good as the newcomers I'm wearing, so I'll leave that alone. This lady, we found her credit card and stole the money off of it. Sorry. Not sorry. Stanley, we've already done all your quests. Now, if I recall correctly, there's one weirdo way over here with the rocket launcher quest. He wants us to take out some of the, I guess you call them mechs or something like that. Here we go. Yeah, it says Remy Galloy. He wants us to take this rocket launcher and shoot a few things, so that's fine. Now that we can actually roam over and towards that area, without fear of roller rat pelting us every 5 steps. We can go ahead and do this one as well. Quests. There we go. Now, is there anything else? Okay, let's get out of the car and do that. Suspicious parts of biotechnology. Oh, it's been putting it down here. Sorry, I thought I was clicking in the little there. There we go. So it wants to scrap a NOTAM, fuse lamp, bunch of nanotubes. Gives you... So Rex Larson. Huh. I guess we could pick all that stuff up. I mean, it's just been on any of the random robots. I'll do that off screen before I actually leave a REIT. There's no reason for that. It's literally just go kill all the mobs you can. Pick up 8 different unique drops that are no drops, not sellable. I don't even know if it's really worth it for the shoulder pads, particularly if we're going to go faction side. But Uh, since, again, I may leave this character as a neutral, uh, there's really not a neutral shoulder pad option going on here, but I'm already wearing this basic robot brain, which modifies my sense by 3. I'd be getting only another shoulder pad for who knows what benefit. Maybe, I don't know. But I do want to actually end up leaving a REIT once I max out my alien experience here, because it's going to be a minute before I'm able to run any of the alien quests on the mainland, at least comfortably. Because if I recall, those kind of, the floor on those is like 23, 24. Like as you're starting to phase out of the subway as your primary dungeon, you start getting alien and that it may even be level capped at 20. So I would need to go to the subway anyway. Get through these mini bulls and get back to killing some aliens, because I will have to be level 15, I think, if I keep leveling up my alien experience. But I really want to talk to this lady and see if we can get this quest inside, because NCU chips is not bad at any time. Actually, do I have that belt finally? Or can I equip that belt? It's asking for, what, comp lit at 76, which we do now have, so we'll be able to put this belt on and get 3 free slots. Take that off. Put you in there. Put that on. If you see in the background here, our friend Harvey the Bully has started to make an appearance. And he's yet another mini boss that we can go ahead and start taking advantage of while he's here. He just goes around and beats up on other mini bulls, so enemy of my enemy, I guess. Let him get damaged up. Again, I don't believe any of these mini bosses drop anything that we're worried about. And definitely nothing that's required, considered required. Loot. Let's see. We're not a doctor, so we don't need that. But this is pretty impressive for just something on your back. The boomer is a pistol. That's great, but it takes pistol ammo. Not gonna do that right now. The Omni Intern coat goes on the back. Not impressive stats at all. Not great. Again, if I were going down the trade skill route, these two would be useful, but even then, not so much. This one is Douse Anger, which I believe is a metaphysicist nano, and then this one is Relieving Salve, which, if I'm correct, is a fixer one. So nothing we really needed there. But it just says, for me it says, hey, there's another mini boss that we were able to tackle before we left this place, and make sure we get everybody and everything we can done before we go ahead and go. There we go. Haha. You are no longer a worthy of my attention, Roller Rat. I'm not worried about you. Alright, this one's attacking. There we go, freeze him up. Yep, keep stopping him, rooting and shooting. There we go. Now, I've yet to run into a class where I've ever really had a hard time dealing with the mobs in this zone. Maybe a nanotechnician because their health points are not great, and maybe the shade because it's been their big thing is sneak attack, and there's such vast spaces that they have to cover that outside of a party, they kind of struggle to get their damage in. And another reason I wanted to keep coming back over here is these aliens do drop a set of weapons, alien weapons. Uh, Trust me, I would try and pronounce it, but there's too many apostrophes and too many vowels and I'm sorry, too many consonants going on for me to get it right. But I believe it's pronounced like Kazorch line of weapons. So they've got, one-handed, two-handed, melee, shotguns, rifles, all kinds of weapons. It's just random drops as far as I know. Okay, and now we've kind of maxed out on our alien experience until we reach the level 15. So we're just going to go back and start killing normal people once we get inside and get this quest from this lady here inside the alien spaceship. There we go. But the rest of these are non-aggressive enemies, so we don't have to worry about them attacking us as we run up in here. We just literally got to get inside the ship. This crashed alien ship with dead bodies of different alien mobs, like this guy here. This scout is on the ground crying. Specialist body somewhere back there. Alright, now we've got here Carly Capoglieri. There we go. Alright, she's wearing this outfit for camouflage. Okay, and she's giving me a quest to find some teammates. Let's see if I can get some help. Chat. Okay, so it gives us the option to find a team here. So let's see if we can find a team. Location. We'll just search. Okay, we'll back out here. Do a quick shout. Alright, again, try and find a team anywhere in this playfield. Do a search. It does not appear that anyone's on, which is great. Is there anyone on the game, period? That's troublesome. Now, either this isn't working right or I'm not doing it right, but I don't think I'm messing it up. Alright, maybe I'm the only person playing Anarchy Online at the moment, which wouldn't be surprising for a game this old. That's fine. I haven't actually noticed anybody else chatting anywhere. And yep, that's cool. So that's fine. Perhaps we will not be able to do that quest for some time. We'll go ahead and leave that alone for now. Let's go ahead and do this sandstorm quest while we're out here. Can't really do much in terms of gaining experience because all these aliens are going to do is just drop the random weapons I was talking to you about. But until we're level 15, we're not really getting that alien experience, which is handy for that different leveling bar there, of course. Okay, we're back to mini bulls. And roller rats that can actually damage us. That's not great. But we need to just head this way for a little bit. I mean, commanding presence is kind of awesome, but man, it lets you know that it's running. There we go, freeze you. Again, just working our way through. Thankfully, they're spaced out a little bit, but not as much as I would prefer, of course. But we're about to level up to 12, so maybe we can even run it to where these mini bulls start getting great to us. And I know a REIT you can actually run through at level 1 without having to do any of these quests. And for a lot of experienced characters or players, that's something they will do. I just wanted to run through all the quests available here for you guys, just in case you're new to the whole Anarchy Online experience, or it's been a while since you've played it, kind of like I have. Yeah, like I said, I've been running this game since 2001, so or 2000, yeah, 2001 time frame. It's been 20 years of this has been a game I've never really been too far away from. I just never dove all the way into as I've been playing throughout the years. Like I said, I think I'm coming back to this now. It's been easily 2 years because when I moved into the new house, I hadn't played it, but I believe I had played it at the old house, and we've been here a couple of years already. So, let's see, suggested IP distribution, and we'll just go ahead and save that for right now. Yeah, right now we're getting like 4,000 improvement points. I believe once we hit level 15, it goes up to 10,000 points per level. So we'll be able to kind of come circle back around for any of the stats that we're missing or should be using to tweak everything. And if I recall, I've got, yeah, full on skill reset at 20, but I don't think I need it right now. And there's somebody else on this mission. So maybe I could team up with this person. See if we can get her to help join up. But in the interim, oh wait, okay, there it is. I have to remove the weapons I have in order to use this weapon it wants me to use. Alright, let's shoot this dude, this Sandstorm Marauder. There we go, he died in one hit. Next up is this one. There we go, there's another Marauder down. No, not a control tower. No, I just need a Marauder, man. Oh, fine, I'll aim it myself. Kaboom. Why isn't the missile going off? I specifically requested it. There we go. Weapon malfunction, that's not great. Oh wait, before I get too far, let's get this out of my hands. I don't want to be packing that. Put that on the right and put that on the left. Phone's going off. One moment. Oh, it's not my phone. I'm not that bad. Okay, now I've actually teamed up with someone. I'll be able to finish this quest, but actually I've wandered off in the middle of who knows where. All right, and it's a pretty basic, looking for team kind of deal. Where in the heck did I run off to? Trying to give my wife her phone. All right, well, when in doubt, go to the map, right? All right. Now, if Remy's that way, where we want to go is over here. Because Remy's back in the town, and we've been attacked by a mini. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's the spaceship. We're just gonna go ahead and keep running. We don't have to worry about these mini bulls off the jump, for real. Let's go ahead and move this team window out to the side here. We'll rarely use it, so when we're able to close it, we'll be able to. Run back into the spaceship, get this quest started, and then see if we can get the NCU chip, since we're actually now able to use 3 of them at a time. I know that one slot I tend to reserve for the leveling NCU chip you get inside the subway. Okay, now it says enter the crash ship and do killing there. Alright, and what our objective is... we get cash and XP, but it doesn't really say what we're supposed to do. Oh, kill the alien spider Zix. So there we go. Now that we're inside of a place, we've dropped our Kodiak 4. And inside now we're seeing some of these mobs like they were outside. Now it says that small teams are unlikely to do it, but I don't think this, like most of the content here in Arete, is going to be too deadly for us to deal with. Should have looked at what level he was before I killed him off. These defense turrets are level 12, so robot first. Oh, ran into an ensign who I did not look around the corner to see, but that's fine. We can go ahead and knock him out too. And somebody hit us with the unable to move. Oh, Twitchbot's dead. That's great. What we're going to do is just break line of sight here. Get this pet back out here. Get this ensign up and dead. And then go back around the corner. Oh, great. We're just getting attacked by every alien in the zone. That's awesome. Now, again, this is one of those things where if we had the ability to charm a target, it would be incredibly useful because we'd be able to use the enemy against the enemy. Let me go ahead and heal up. Oh, can't be in combat. That's great. Fine. But I'm around the corner. I can log in another robot. Twitch chat is going to go ahead and run his dumb butt around the corner. There we go. Now, again, I'm just going to break line of sight here before he actually kills me. Hopefully Twitch chat will get the job done. Oh, I've got another viewer here on Twitch today. Cool. Okay, now we're going to sit down, heal up, and go around the corner. Sweet. Loot you. Get some kind of credits back. I'm supposed to be killing the alien Zix, which are the little crab spider-looking robots around. But apparently they want to throw every ensign they got on in the galaxy at me, so we're just going to keep fighting these guys down. Yeah, it looks like the alien turrets are about the hardest enemy we got going on. Shouldn't be too terrible. Yeah, okay, now we're getting a chance of a token reward, which is literally a token they give you. Most of them are faction-based, and you can collect them all the way up to level, who knows, but here if I go into if I'm targeting myself, you'll see victory points, commendations, freelancer tokens. I don't have side tokens because I'm a neutral character at the moment, which is fine. But that's the tokens it's talking about. All right, Mr. Ensign, slow down. Ah, there's a Zix in there too, or a couple of them. So let's go ahead and knock these out. Wait, where'd they go? Okay, that's weird. Alright, there's some scout coming. Apparently I ticked off a lot of people. But this is fine. This is fine. More things dying, losing a little bit of control. Again, I really wish I was able to get my charm lines going. It's just been painful to watch. Or it's been hurting me to not be able to do that so far, but again, I'm about 15 points off of what I need to do. Okay. Any day you want to get the attack going there. Any day. Now, I'm in fear of dying, but I've actually got this relieving salve heal over time working as well. I'm out of nano abilities, so now it's the daring do. Will my fling shot and burst come through? Yes. Yes, they will. So now I'm just going to sit here and heal for a little bit. Get these bodies out of the way. Alright, that's full health, full nano. Well, yes, there we go. Now full nano. Now the thing I really don't like about Alien Invasion is there's not a lot of good drops. I guess it's it answers that age old, like, oh my goodness, why is all this trash available? By not dropping anything, but the fact that you're not getting anything means that, okay, I'm just fighting, I guess. But again, until I'm level 15, I don't even get the alien experience. So all I can do now is hope for the token reward at the end, which I've now killed enough enemies to make it 50% chance of it actually dropping a token for me. Um, I guess the percentage is based on how many mobs there are in total. I never really worried about that. I just always got up to 100% to make sure that I get the drop. Time dependent throughout the years, but for the most part, you know, especially if you pick a particular faction, you start getting a little like a reward board, keeping track of how many tokens you've received over the course of your character's lifespan, and it upgrades, I believe, at 10, and then again at 30 and 60, and just keeps climbing as you're going along. It increases stats, you get a big buff, and of course it shows up as shoulder pads that hover on the left and right side just to kind of flex on anybody else to show off how many tokens you've got. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of cool at the same time too. Okay, I've entered this room, which is not great, Bob. But this ensign's about to go down because I showed up with a burst skill, and he didn't. Okay, Twitch chat is down again, but I should still be able to swing pretty hard and get this job done. But just in case, let me make sure I get another one out. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't going to be a crisis, but I definitely don't want to be naked. And again, so we can avoid this problem in the future, I'm going to go ahead and cast it again, just to get another of these robot chips out, so I can one button make sure that comes right out the next time. Yep, go away. Alright, bodies all over the floor. Cool. Get my nano. Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you? Wait till I start healing and then interrupt me. Good thing I got near 100 of these, or else I'd be a little bit upset. There we go. Now we're up to 73% in terms of getting a reward. Now let's heal all the way back up. There we go. Increase our nano pool. Alright. Oh, there's already somebody there waiting for us on the other side of this door. It's cool. It's great. Fine, whatever, dude. You shall suffer because you are by yourself. I mean, it's ironic that in a team-based mission, it's beneficial for the enemy to actually have more than one character, but I'm fine walking in here by myself. And this mission, again, is it's really to introduce the team mechanic and the alien invasion mechanic, if you were so inclined to do that back in the day. Since we spent some time outside farming our alien experience, we're not going to gain another bit of it until level 15, which is cool and all. Again, just wanted to show you the quests here in Arete that you can do. A lot of them are optional. And seeing as we're already through with all of the main line of the quest, we can spend a little bit more time out here. Just a little business coming up. I know that I'm not very frequent in my streaming, and I wanted to give a little bit of a heads up as to what's coming up next. I know everybody and their cousin is waiting for Elden Ring, but I stopped the Souls games at Dark Souls 2. I tried 3, couldn't really get past the whole intro screen. Really couldn't get much farther than that. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm definitely not going to be chasing that down. I know everybody's been waiting for that. I might go back, not might, I will go back to my Warhammer Adeptus Mechanicus playthrough. I need to go ahead and finish that. I'm doing an Iron Man playthrough on that, and I've been lacking. I might actually even do an online version where our go through a painting. I still got some miniatures that I got to work out. I think I've got 3 or 4 left in my original pack of 10 that I need to finish up. And actually, I just yesterday I dropped something on one of the ones that I had previously put together. So I'll definitely have to go back and do some more work on that. Now, for those of you who didn't know, I'm not that great at art, so don't expect a Da Vinci level of painting, but definitely I like to put stuff together. Adeptus Mechanicus is my jam going forward. Excuse me. So I want to just go ahead and knock that out and finish it up. But I mean, the weather's been kicking me in the teeth in terms of my work area is out in the garage, and it's not atmospherically sealed. So when it's, I believe it's been what 50 degrees for the most part. Or I'm sorry, I woke up this morning, it was 40 degrees. That's not great. So yeah, I'm not going outside in that garage. I don't have a jacket big enough for it. We'll just have to see what we can see on that. Aha! You thought you could hide behind a locked door on me. Not me. Although, if I ever increase my breaking and entering skills outside of just stats going up, I would be shocked and amazed. That's more, again, for the agent and the fixer, I believe. I've never really had to worry about breaking into anything or being locked out of anything. So, is this door opening? Cool. Now, normally, on this map here in the bottom, if it used to be way back in the day that you had to have a certain map level skill in order to be able to see the doors and the enemies behind it and things of that nature. Like here, these little red dots let us know that there are enemies behind the door, but for some reason on this particular map, I'm not seeing the chambers that I'm going back and forth through. To help you know where you've been, where you're going, what's next. It's just a big black map. So I'm just going to go, again, we're up to 92% on our token percentage. I'm going to go ahead and knock out what appears to be the last enemy on this floor before we go up to the 3rd floor and take on the boss of this zone, if I recall correctly. Yeah, we're at 96%, so that should be everybody we can do, we have done. Make sure my burst is off cooldown before I go up there. Click on that. Now, let's see, General Jack Kaz, I believe, is the enemy we're really looking for. But let's go ahead and knock this ad out of the way. You are attacking the wrong thing, sir. There, attack him. Because those ads will go away if he dies. There we go, get a little bit of help. Oh, we've started the fight with the boss. So yeah, let's get these Zixes out of here. I'm just going to run around while you kill them. I need to literally kill some time in order for the mob, in order for my combat heal to come off. Hopefully Twitch chat won't die before I get it all done. Okay, let's see if we can get this general dead. But it says that I did the mission, which is kind of cool. Yeah, now these are scary hours going on here because this guy's got a lot of health remaining. I really would have liked to clean up the ads. This is, I guess, the only reason why you would need teammates to come in here and do this. I don't believe this is, yeah, this is quality level 1. This isn't going to give me back much health. But in addition to the relieving salve, it should help a little bit. Just got to target the cell. Oh yeah, that didn't help at all. Alright, cooldowns, time for y'all to do your work. And again, my robot is not doing much melee damage at all to this guy. And of course my root doesn't work on this guy either. And there it is. I've started to slow down now. So we might be in trouble. Yep, we got dead, which is not great. Because we've lost all of the nanos were running on us, which is not cool, man. But we're over here. We might as well go collect the bounty we had from Remy. And we're going to get what looks to be ranged martial arts attack buffs. So let's see. Talk to Mr. Guillet. Gawa, or however we pronounce that, really. And he gave us, yes, range expertise, which we're just going to throw on our buff bar over here. Range special, I believe it's the grenade. So your bursts, your flings, your special attacks with range weapons. Then the same for melee. Yeah, melee skills and for melee special attacks. Now, don't need any of that, but I always have a bar just for buffs. I tend to think that if you leave the scene alone, it stays the same, but that doesn't always seem to be the case, apparently, when it comes to Streamlabs. And I'm using Streamlabs instead of just regular OBS. It's just the setup that I've got. It seems to work for me most of the time. So if you guys know of any other kind of OBS type setup I should be using, I definitely want to hear about it. Open to as much as I can. Like I said, I'm just getting started here. I've got maybe, 4 followers now, which isn't bad for what I'm trying to do anyway, which is oh my goodness, I was getting feedback off of my actual Twitch tab. That's okay. Definitely that lesson has been learned now. I'm going to mute that so I don't get that playback coming at me. There, I should have realized with the delay where it was coming from, but now it shouldn't be any of a problem. Oh, now I feel just kind of really, really sad and not as smart as I thought I was 10 minutes ago. But that's fine. We're going to go ahead and live and learn with that. Still getting countered by these silly targets, but I want to just go ahead and finish leveling up these things here. Get to 15 so I can, like I said, I believe at 15, your improvement points go up, and your at least the size of the pool of the improvement points goes up, and definitely get the alien experience going a little bit further while I'm here. For some reason, the previous quest, even though I had teamed up, it didn't actually allow me to finish it. Not that I see the rewards for it, but let me check. I've been killed by invaders once. I killed 50 invaders. Fledgling rank on that. Alright. Again, I got to get my order right. So, root, then shoot. Hopefully the pet, once I get to the mainland, I'll be able to get my pet upgraded. I think, let's see, in order to cast this one, I need 35. I believe there's somewhere in the 60s is the next level of pet. And beyond that, it's like 98, 94, something like that. And if memory still serves, 110, 120 is the next level of pet. You start getting executive level pets, and you start getting it goes from this what color are you? You're like a off-white kind of deal. It starts getting into the oranges, and perhaps I think red. Eventually, if I'm remembering it right, we'll start getting to the black helper droids, so we can start making all the ice pirate jokes that I want to make. And if you've not seen the movie Ice Pirates, well, I highly recommend it should you have the means. If you have seen it, you kind of get the joke, but that kind of goes with me. I've been telling that, in real life myself for quite a while, so it's fine. Get these mini bulls up and running. Again, I should be doing the whole root and shoot, but I don't want to have to do all of that. Again, for nanotechnicians, yes, there's the whole, hey, I've got a zone full of people I'm attacking all at once with my AoEs. Don't really have that with the Krat, and I don't really, those muscles I haven't flexed in a while either, in terms of running around, nuking everything down. Maybe if you guys would be interested, let me know. Hey, do you want to see me play other classes? Again, my personal preference is for the bureaucrat. I just like it. Particularly, I like pet classes. I've played a nanotechnician before, but I would rely heavily on teams in order to get those characters leveled. Maybe you guys can help join me. I believe it's free to play for a lot of characters. If you guys want to get in and jump in, we could. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, that was my sainted mother coming to see what I was doing. She's staying with us this weekend. So she was going to ask me some questions, I guess. But she found out that I was on air, and she thankfully has let me go along. So, yeah. Okay, faithful worker droid. That'd be great, but we can buy that flat out. This pilgrim protector. So apparently, if you're a clan fixer, you can go ahead and run through a REIT and pick up a lot of good gear before you even walk out the door, which is kind of cool. Now, for my non-pet classes, yeah, I like DPS. I've tried Shades in the past. They're the kind of DPS I'm looking for, but again, outside of having a full-on team, it's really hard for me to line up the whole, hey, I'm going to backstab you. Just talking back to NanoRail, the person whom I had teamed with to do the alien crashed alien ship quest. I don't know why I didn't get the rewards out of there, but I think I'll be able to pick up the NCU chips once I get to the mainland. So it's not too bothersome of a thing. There we go. That thing is dead. Now, I think this might be a cave over here. This is what they generally look like on the mainland. Yeah, on the mainland, most of the time when they send you out to the middle of the field somewhere, yeah, you'd enter a structure sort of like this in order to get into the quest itself. That just appears to be a hill with some cacti on the outside. All right, we've made it to level 13. Like I said, I need to get to 15 in order to increase my alien experience and I believe get more IP or improvement points. Yeah, there we go. Stop running at me so I can get my root and scoot. Oh, can somebody in the chat remind me, what is it where you attack something and then run away? What is that tactic called? It has been way too long since I've done any of that. And now it's starting to bother me. It's something going on in the back of my head. And I want to make sure it works, but I don't really know. Or I can't recall it anymore. Oh, not well. What you're doing is farming. Again, is now my brain is just a flutter with all the different MMO terms that I've ever learned over the years, and I can't recall off. I can't parse out exactly which one I'm thinking of, but I know there's a whole tactic of nuking, running away, nuking again, running away, nuking, running away, until everything is dead and you've got all the experience in the world. Ah, it. I'll get to it at some point. Anywho, get everything still running. I don't need to attack the aliens for a little while. I need. Now, strangely enough, I need the mini bulls to come in full force and attack me as often as they possibly can. There we go. Draw your attention. Get you rooted down. And let's see, I need what? Another 5,000 to make it to 14. I imagine another 9,000 on top of that. Unfortunately, I'm out of any kind of quests here in terms of repeatable things that I can do over and over again for vast amounts of experience. So I'm just going to have to burn these guys down for a little bit. Okay, that root didn't stick at all. There we go, that one did. Yeah, I know running training mobs is not what I want. It's something that can happen. It's a bad thing, though. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, this got rid of a lot of the things that I had running. That's not cool. Alright, sort all of this stuff by NCU cost. And then we're going to sort descending, if you don't mind. Yeah, I had my whole buff bar set up and it decided it didn't want to play no more. So there we got the melee skill. Oh, put the melee skills actually down here, since I won't be using them much. Get the range skills going. Where's my grenade? Oh, you fickle thing, you. Alright, this mini bull is causing more problems than he's worth. Move everything down one. There we go. Alright, and I did not have any of this on, and I did not have this on. And I believe that maxes out everything. Yep, I'm not going to have enough nano control units in order to buff up completely, which is why I was trying to do the quest inside the alien ship to begin with. You were supposed to get like 3 nano chips to put in your belt that would be able to help you buff yourself up a bit. But lacking that, like I said, I know there's a quest in the ICC outside on the mainland, which will give you the same thing. And I think all you have to do is let somebody explain to you the mailbox mechanic, which is easy enough to do. Maybe it takes 5 minutes in order to get that done. Saves us even more money in terms of getting started off here. But trying to make it to level 15. Oh, I wish that... that's fine. There, stop running at me. There we go. Yeah, 500 a time. It shouldn't take too much longer to get to 14. It may take a little bit longer to get to 15 than I'm thinking you guys would be interested in watching for a while. But if you want to see me do something else, I guess the really only other thing to do is to go to the mainland. We've only got the one quest where we talk to Von Hammond, show him our ID card, and get to the mainland. And once there, we're at basically ICC, and we can start running stuff like the abandoned subway, maybe do some of the daily alien missions, or definitely agency missions, the freelancers agency. Might see if the boss of the ICC is in the holodeck. I forget his spawn rate in there, but he only shows up occasionally. So when he does show up, you have to make sure that you're there and available for everything that he's got going on. I think he gives a mission to kill one of the mini bosses, Eumenides, if that sounds right. I know it's some kind of Greek/Latin kind of name. Stop running at me, and just get shot in the face. Why are you struggling to understand that? Yeah, he's offering things in there, but that's then sets you off on a 18-hour cooldown, which is fine. But it's a daily quest that doesn't take too long to do. Particularly if you do the first freelancer quest and get an item out of their shop, which prevents mobs in the subway from even seeing you or definitely aggroing on you. Which makes getting to Eumenides a lot easier. Otherwise, I recall there's like a bunch of... they look like these alien Zix, but they call them something different, which is fine. But there's a ton of those in between him and where you gotta go. Not to mention you gotta make it past all the robots. Okay, see, this is why I need my psychology score up. I keep trying to root this guy, and he's just like ignoring me. He's actually countering the program, which is not great, Bob. Not great. But I'll get out of melee range on him. I'll let my pet... Okay, there we go. Now you're getting rooted. And then burst to the face for... 45 points of damage. I haven't increased that skill in a little while. I might have to go ahead and dedicate the level 14 improvement points to that specifically. Anarchy Online, why do you still take 10 seconds for the mob to actually die? I never understood that. I mean, whoever's in charge of the animations could have, I guess they were having a good day and you guys just went with it, but man, a little bit too long. Okay, there's level 14. Okay, we're just going to increase the abilities here for sure. Definitely these four. Yeah, you start running out of points at the towards the end of your title level. So yeah, I can't even increase my basic skills anymore, which is fine because it gives me a chance to go and make sure. Yeah, psychology is up. Comp lit is as high as I can make it. My body and defense is good. But let's go to this range specials and get this burst up since it seems to be a lot of my damage here. Like now that we've done that. We went from hitting the last time for 45 burst damage to 87 just by increasing it as far as we could. So yeah, your skills, I mean, depending upon your favorite weapon, once you find what you want to use, I recommend highly not coming off of that unless absolutely necessary. Pistols for sure. I'm gonna keep one of these pistols for as long as I possibly can because the burst does so much damage, and since these weapons don't use any kind of ammunition, that's just free damage every 45 seconds or so. Now the fling I can find on other pistols to be sure, particularly in the subway. Those weapons, I believe they're called the Peregrines. Yeah, the Peregrine pistols. Once I get those up and running, those do ridiculous amounts of damage. If I'm remembering the right name for it there. But they also use the fling skill, but they require bullets, I want to say. Either bullets or energy weapon ammo, one of the two. I forget exactly, but either way, that should be my next set of weapons coming up for that. Alright, for some reason now, all of my audio has decided to go goofy. Let's just open the volume mixer here. Now, oh wait, the game was muted. That would explain it. And Streamlabs was muted as well, so let's undo that. Send the pet out. He's almost dead anyway. It didn't matter because the mini bull decided he wanted to hit me in the face pretty hard. So there we go. Got another mini bull running up on me. Sorry, just changing something in Twitch and Streamlabs again. Because I forgot to make sure that oh good, I'm just getting ganked left, right, and center. Alright, not too terribly difficult. This is why I always have my spare pet available on my hotbar, so I don't have to go through the casting of it all again. There's nothing there on Twitch chat. get another one in the inventory and get started again now. I guess I could put that belt on since I'm not doing anything with the other belt that I currently am wearing. But that's fine. We'll figure it all out. Okay. All right, now there seems to be other players available and around, but we need to get it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I completely forgot about the elites up top. I can kill them for a lot more experience. I'm sitting down here farming the mini bulls, and they're starting to get lower level than I need them to be. But the elites are up here too, and yeah, they still aggro in groups, but we should be able to take them. There we go. Yeah, 78 points of burst damage. Just that little bit of increasing my skill means that, I'm doing significantly more damage now with my burst ability than I was before. So that's the balance you have to play of, hey, I've only got a small pool of of improvement points. What skills do I really want to use in order to do the most amount of damage? Now, thankfully, with pistols, you don't have to worry about multiple weapon skills for the most part, particularly if you're using something with bullet-based ammo. There are some energy weapon ammo things out there, but I tend not to mess with them. Honestly, I just try and avoid anything that requires ammunition at all. Again, for soldier classes or enforcer, well, soldiers for particular agents and fixers, that becomes more of a thing. But for pet classes, most of your damages should be coming out of your pet. The bureaucrat's more of a support pet class, let's call it that. So it's not that like they're focusing on their pet as much as, say, the metaphysicists to do all the damage in their group or even solo. But for me, I need to make sure that I think I need to get back into that habit of every other level doing nano and then doing, what is it, weapons abilities. You're never really going to have enough points to do everything that you want to do until I think you hit the next title level. As you get closer to the next title level. Connell's here. This game is called Anarchy Online. It came out 20 years ago. I'm just coming back to it now. They're doing an anniversary event. I'm still somehow on their email list, so they sent it out to me. Yeah, we're just running. This is still the starter area, so I was just going around doing all of the quests. The first stream we did a few days back, we did primarily all of the game mechanic quests that are available. So now we're just finishing up some of the optional things. We've gotten a vehicle that we can ride around in, but apparently I crashed hard and I have to reset some things. Oh, my pet finally drew aggro, but he gave it right back. That's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, you'll forgive it. It's 20 years old. The graphics aren't great. The mechanics for MMOs have been well on surpassed by anything that's come out since then. I mean, this game came out before WoW, around the time of EverQuest and Ultima Online. So yeah, you're looking at a hard bunch of lessons being learned here over who how many years of gaming I can't even recall anymore. I mean, I've been around since the ColecoVision, so don't worry about me. I've forgotten a lot more about video games than I think I can possibly shove in my head in most days anyway. Um, yeah, thankfully we're not having to play this with a paddle with keypad or number pad on it. That would suck. But it joins a long list of games that once the equipment I'm using to play gets better, I come back and just run it faster and faster. It's like, yes, bleeding edge now to play a game that's 20 years old. Got a new rig right around Christmas time when all of the Black Friday specials were going on. Okay, you sit there bouncing like you're ready to attack, but you don't attack. I don't understand this. There we go. Get you done and dead. Alright, we only got about 1,500 more till level 15. And I think once I max out my alien experience this time, the next level requirement is 25. For that, we're definitely going to be going through going to the mainland and doing those quests there. Particularly the dailies in order to get levels up, because otherwise it's just going to take a long time in order for things to work out right. Um, there we go. Oh, he's gray. I should have recognized that and not attacked him. But as is almost always the case, once you get like really close to your goal, things start to slow down on you. Man, everything is counter. You guys better be lucky. I can't really get my implants going the way I want to. I believe there's some third-party software still out there that lets you build nanos. I'm sorry, not nanos. Build implants to make sure that you get all the skills that you want to get at the level you can afford to get them at. Okay, go attack. You're supposed to guard me, man. So if somebody's attacking me, you stop them in their tracks from coming. But again, not too worried about any of the enemies here. We're attacking Harvey the Bully once again. I should be wrecking all these leets really for even faster amounts of damage. But I can handle these. They happen to be in my line of sight, and I'll just go ahead. Okay. Next up on the list, as soon as we hit ICC, we need to find some stim fiends in the subway and get some improved healing equipment, because right now it is not great. Okay, that makes it level 15. We can go back over there and farm some more aliens real quick and hopefully find the alien pistols. Yeah, the alien pistols. I believe those are the ones that run off of ranged energy. Uh, Yeah, I don't need any sided armor. I've already got a pair of boots. Cleanse wounds, I believe, is a doctor's trade skill item. Now, normally, if I'm playing a metaphysicist, I'm looking for this bow. I'm not playing one right now. Sid's armor, don't really need it. But now, as you see, we can go and get a whole lot more alien experience. But we've also got some more perks that we get to choose from. Loophole, I think, does more pet damage. So we're just going to skip past that and go with Pistol Mastery for right now. Ah, it didn't actually give me that. It's just letting me know that I hit 15. But as you see, we also get a larger pool of available improvement points. So now we're going to keep using the suggested IP distribution, but we should be able to sweep up. Yeah, it got our psychology. We got some more in the body development area. These are more the blue skills, the ones that are far more expensive for me to get. But it also did our base stats. Here are our abilities. We got our nano and casting going. Yeah, all of that's been increased. Our computer literacy is good. Exploring, it's still increasing our run speed, but it's very expensive due to our breed. In order to go ahead and increase that. But that's kind of why I wanted to go ahead and get the basic Kodiak car spell, vehicle spell. There we go. Yeah, apparently my last crash took a lot of my preset buttons down with it, so that's not cool. Right, you stay over there. As we're headed now back over to the aliens, do some more farming, get that free alien experience without having to go through some of the daily quests, which are on a cooldown of 18 hours. So this is just free XP at the moment. Okay, I don't know where my pet went. Like I said, once we get to the mainland, I'm going to have to get the pet warp nano, because this guy, the AI for pets has never been great. Not in the whole 20 years that they've been making this game has it ever been, hey, we'll easily follow you from place to place. I'm standing outside in a vast deserty area and he still lost track of me. So I don't know what that's all about. And I don't remember you being socially aggroed before, but okay. If that's what it is, then it is what it is. Now the aliens, I guess they've got that whole War of the Worlds type of deal. We'll use some kind of mech in order to interface with you. I don't recall if I've ever seen what the aliens themselves look like. I've only ever seen bigger and bigger robotic armors or shells or yeah, Kiers Orks Ozich. That would be the line of all the weapons that the aliens drop here, and that's what we'd be farming here for the pistols. This one is a bow. I've seen martial artists and metaphysicists use this. Something that's kind of easy to keep on top of. Like right now, our ranged weapon ability is at 98. So if you're just farming out here, you should be able to use these going into the mainland or the ICC, the subway for sure. It's just that these start using ammo, which is something that's the basic starter weapons don't end up, in fact, doing. No, not me. Him. Go attack him. Fine. You guys are just all denying me my ability to root and shoot, but that's fine. You can die a lot faster, and I can save the nano points. Honestly, my nano pool is not huge, even though I am the breed for that. Am I not? Yes, I am a nano mage, so I should be having a much larger pool, or it's easier for me to put points into my nano pool. Let me say that. But yeah, that guy gave me 1,000 experience points for alien XP anyway. still splitting my regular leveling experience between research and just leveling. The research, again, I believe I'm trying to go for the pistol mastery or improving my either my pistols or my psychology, one of those two. Okay, give me the right. Can we please get the pet to go there? There we go. All right, I may have run into a small issue here, but let's start running before I get slowed down. Nope, he's not taking that at all. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. Okay, they simply stopped coming for me. All right, since the pet's over there doing his own who knows what, take a moment to sit down and get some rest and recovery. That was a bit of a scary hours. But since there shouldn't be anything coming out to attack me as I sit over here, I need to take about 2 to 3 minutes to find out my family is asking me for some things. I need to go see what they're on about. I'll be right back in a little bit. As soon as I plunk my butt down over here. There we go. All right, be right back.
I haven't taken my pills. That's good.
No, let me see if I can take mine.
I got 10, I got 30, 67. It's not in the thing.
What are you talking about? Oh. That's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That'll
You
lead to
be
issue.
running to the emergency room.
Maybe during the winter we need to change vent filters more than once every 3 months.
I don't know. The dust in the summer is probably the same way. That in the, I don't know where my nose running today.
Because honestly, during the winter is when we get, this is up at 250, something ain't right.
Cause you're talking to move. You're supposed to sit still, be quiet. Doctor tell you don't even talk. And you swinging your arms.
Yeah, that may be the issue.
Okay.
Okay, my apologies for that. Some morning rituals had to be adhered to. Back at it again here. Just gonna keep farming these little alien Zix and scouts and specialists. Sorry, E4 Mafia. Uh, so we can get our alien experience level up because it'll be a while before we can honestly get into doing those missions. And if I'm remembering correctly, the last time I had some real problems getting up to the higher levels. I've already died once to these guys, and since this game focuses mostly on coming back day after day, finishing your dailies, it would really be a pain to get everything running. Well, get to the reward levels that you're wanting. The grind is real, and it is spectacular. Now I noticed here that one of the spells that I have, there you go, the distracted gaze, which still isn't hitting my hotbar, which, okay, we're running away now. Distracted gaze is supposed to keep enemies from entering combat. Yikes, that was close. Are they following? No, they're not. Cool, we are out of combat. We can sit down and heal again. Oh, great. Mini bull, but you shouldn't be too much of a threat. There we go. Yeah, definitely going to have to increase my healing stats. There are stores that are available for me to buy them here, but why spend credits when you don't need to? Okay, are you guys going to make it so I have to farm these little Zixes for half the XP? And even some of these are grayed out now, so that's not optimal. Alright, we'll take out the little one, the scout first. And then see if... Oh, no, the specialist came anyway. Gravy. Now what it's doing here is this bottom one is considered my nano target, where my spells would be going. The top one is considered my fighting target, and I'm getting my butt whooped again. Oh my goodness. But at least this scout is going to go down here in a little bit. But this specialist attacks your nano pool and makes it very difficult for you. Okay, run away, run away, run away. Yeesh. Okay, he's no longer attacking us, but this Zix spider is. Again, you shouldn't be any much of a threat. Now that I've eliminated the ads, let's get it back to the boss, I guess. Oh my goodness. That was hairier than it ought to have been, by quite a margin. Oh. Okay, cool. You guys can't really see that. Let's see. Can I pop out the stream chat? Put it somewhere else. Nope. Oh, okay, that's cool and all. I had it popped out yesterday, but oh well. You'll forgive. I'm still kind of new to the whole Twitch streaming thing. Thought I had it there, but I guess not. Huh. I think I found it now. Pop that out so it's in a more convenient location than me glaring off to the upper right every few minutes or so. Shrink you down. There we go. That should be more of a peripheral thing now. Okay. Cool. Alright. Back at it. Let's go get this specialist now that everything's healed up. Now that I see there are two specialists, let's hope that they don't both aggro at the same time. Now, can we put this distracted gaze out? Hold on, not in line of sight, not in line of sight. Okay, that was a very strategically placed cactus, I guess. Nope. Getting two of these specialists at the same time is going to be hilarious. All right, make sure our pet is attacking somebody. He was just standing there on the sidelines as if nothing, nothing was dependent upon him. Um, that's cool. Well, can we at least get you attacking the same target we are attacking? That would be cool. I don't recall these guys ever being so socially available for aggro purposes. And it looks like we're going to have to run again. So maybe we're just not beefy enough to get it done. If they drop aggro, we're going to come back and keep farming these little spiders for a little bit. Or something, because right now this just isn't working. And I don't recall as to why that would be the case. But I definitely get this pet out here. He's way too low level, I'm sure. But you only get these starter nanos for each of the professions out here. So you don't have to worry about trying to increase to get your pet levels up. But if we target him, as you see, even his bar is gray. He's only level 6, so he's not really doing much to these enemies as we're going along anyway. Why are we not healing? There we go. That filled that back up. So, let's see, a little bit more farming of these small aliens, maybe the scouts. There you go. That's the one I'm looking for. You stay over there and get dead. Run back up towards... I'm going to leave you two alone until I'm prepared. I'm going to go attack this scout and make sure that we can get some cheap experience. Alright, now, at some point I guess I should go and get a second monitor just to help with the chats a bit. But honestly, this huge honking 56-inch television sitting right next to me should be sufficient for that requirement as well. Yeah, this scout is much better. It's easier when there's only one thing attacking you. Maybe if I was playing a metaphysicist, their attack pet can be a little bit more aggressive. They do have a slider for how aggressive you are or your pets are. Mine is maxed out, so I guess I draw more aggro than my pet, but even still, I shouldn't be getting slammed that hard upside the head. And it shouldn't be that difficult to farm these guys. But what I'm also noticing is that these guys are not dropping the weapons at any decent clip that I want. Now, the only problem is, of course, when you're farming stuff like this, is you get the random dice roll of is there a weapon drop, and then is there a weapon drop that you guys can use. That's always a problem in any MMO, and this one being one of the... I don't want to call it Gen 1. Gen 1, I guess, would have been the multi-user dungeons back in the day. Again, EverQuest, Ultima Online, even Proto-WoW back in the day. This one has gone to Asheron's Call. Oof, it's like a gaming museum going on in here. There we go, put him down. Yeah, he runs Viral Shatter, which eats up all of your nano pool, particularly at low levels. So yeah, this guy's dropping a carbine, which is one of the line of alien weapons, which is cool, but I can't use it. This is more for an assault for a soldier class. Assault rifle from 64 must have alien invasion, which I paid for a monthly subscription just for the 1 month. Now that I'm coming back to this game for the first time in a few years, I think with the free to play, it comes with. I don't know which expansion it comes with, but they've got basically two servers: the Ruby Cos server and the 2019 version, which is uh, more. The 2019 you definitely have to have a paid account in order to play on. The Ruby Cos server is the free to play server, so not really sure which expansion comes with just the base download, but there is free to play. Now you don't have to spend a single dollar on the free to play model. Really, it's like, do you want these, seasonal and promotional event items like different armor kits, different things. You can buy experience boosts, of course. They've got a whole store which, unlike a lot of other games, is actually there's a menu in the game which will allow you to do that. A window will pop up and you can do your shopping there. Now these memberships, this comes actually with a Funcom account, not just at Anarchy Online. So if you play like Age of Conan or any of the other Funcom MMOs out there, I think Star Wars do they do that, or no? That's Cryptic Studios. Um, but Funcom runs several different MMOs, so this membership would be used across all of them. You can add Funcom points, but you do get legacy points every month of your subscription, I believe. At one point, I was signed up for the annual subscription, but that was many moons ago. And I had several hundred points on a totally different account. One that it's been so long since I played it, I've forgotten all of the credentials therein. Um, I'm sure if I went looking through, well, no, we're not going to go looking through my browser history. Let's just drop that whole that whole line of thought to begin with. Um, we're not doing that. Um, but yeah, if I'm sure if I was able to go back to some of my old computers and laptops, I might be able to still log in with some of those credentials. But I have no idea what they are, what characters were there, or what I was doing when I was playing those back in the day. Um, yeah, but that's just the benefit of being able to play a game that's, for the same game for 20 years. I imagine my kids in time will be able to look back at Minecraft and do the same, or maybe, well, I doubt. Well, no, I don't know. Fortnite's been declared dead so many times. I don't want to even begin to speculate on that. But I'm hoping at some point they'll be able to go back to something they played 20 years ago. Let's see. I don't have any pending rewards, so let's just clear that off. Yeah, my pet being level 6 and these enemies being 11 to 15, I think, for the most part. He's just there to distract. He's not there to do damage. Now, how many are going to come this way if I attack you? Just you? Good. Great. One I can deal with. It's when they start farming or when they start bringing the ads is when you run into problems most days. All right, and here's one of the pistols that I was talking about. Pistols from 78, that's the only requirement, but it does use bullets. Now, in this game, they've got like the whole box of bullets, and you can buy, I don't know, I think 50,000 at a time, depending upon which ammo type you're talking about. And it's reasonably priced for that much ammo, so you don't have to keep going back and forth to the stores to get it. Uh, but these pistols do not come with any special attack. So if I were to equip this one, I would be giving up Fling and Burst. Well, if I was using this pistol exclusively. The weapons I do have, they have Burst Shot and Fling Shot, so all I need is one of them. But of course, these electrical surge pistols also do not require any ammunition whatsoever. It's self-supplied. But when we're looking at the damage, you got 12 to 30 for a DPS average of 6. And our electrical pistol is doing 4 to 30. So a lower floor. but our DPS is a bit higher as well. The attack recharge is the same. The equipping delay is the same. It uses the same attack skill, but it also uses a different armor class. It's attacking. The pistols I have are attacking energy. The alien pistols are attacking uh, impulsive projectile armor class. So I've not kept track of all of the different armor classes of all of the different mobs that you can fight. But overall, this pistol comes with an ammo, with a magazine of 50. It's not any difference in the range. But the one thing that you can do with the alien weapons is you can increase it using biomaterials types. I I forget how many different types there are, but it's as you go into the expansion, you can get further and further along, get better upgrades, make things easier for you as well. Which is kind of why we're farming all of this alien experience anyway, so we can go ahead and make sure that we're qualified once we get into that category or that portion of the game, should we choose to keep going with it. Ooh, I froze them. That rarely happens. But ultimately, there's like alien armor sets that you can run. There's a whole bunch of different dungeons that you can do that scale that are level locked. Um, Man, would you stop taking all my nano? There we go. Right, and here we've got the energy sword, which is just melee energy. So I guess enforcers and or keepers would be using that quite a bit. I've not really seen martial artists run with energy swords, but it's not impossible. I guess an adventurer might, on the outside, use it as well. Um, who knows? But adventurers, again, they get this. They can split between melee and ranged if they want to. I've actually seen the whole pistol uh, buccaneer kind of thing. You got a sword in one hand, a gun in the other hand, and see what you can do with that. Now, I think one of you guys is going to pull two. My pet's not really ready, but I feel like I need to, just for personal pride, be able to take these guys out on my own. Yeah, you guys are still. I'm gonna have to get that neck. This whole what is this? Momentary days. Yeah, you're just not working, man. Yeah, you only take skill levels of 5, so you're definitely very, very low level in terms of what I'm running up against now. The submachine gun, so this would be fine for fixers, but we're running into that problem now. Yes, okay, the drops are coming, so maybe complaining to the refs about the drops was one thing, but it's now the random, okay, well, which profession is going to work best with the weapons that I am finding. If I can find one more pistol, I think we'll go ahead and call that, and then max out our alien experience at the moment. And I think after we do it this time, the cap goes up to have to be level 25 to be able to gain any more. So that means that okay, these are the two that were coming together. That's spiffy. Who are you fighting? No, definitely attack this guy, the one I'm attacking. Okay, there. I just no. Let's get this guy dead first. Yeah, okay, that bot's dead. But now that guy's dead, so there's no more getting double teamed, which, oh wait, I'm up against the imaginary wall. Nunchaku. Well, that's a new one on me. I haven't seen that one before. Martial artist, I guess. Ooh. Oh, got dead. Shouldn't have been trying to loot, but who knows? And that goes on your permanent record, as I'll show you guys here in a little bit. Killed by invaders twice. I'm defender rank of amateur. Um, so yeah, it goes on your permanent record. You're able to wipe it, but it's kind of like the wall of shame. You can get rid of it, but you don't really want to be seen as doing that. I guess I don't know. All right, I'm healed up, but I still want this experience. I'm only about 7,000 away, so we're gonna go back and try one more again. But this time, let's see. We're gonna increase our flat out abilities. Oh wait, it left our abilities alone. Smooth. What do you take? You take 5, and I've got 4 slots open. So we'll drop. Okay, well, thank you, Commanding Presence, for getting in the way. Let's get in our hoopty and get back over to the fight a little bit faster than just running over there. But now that all of these roller rats should be gray, it shouldn't be. We shouldn't get into any fight before we get there. But thankfully, we were able to take down another one of those specialists, so we shouldn't be getting double teamed anytime soon. Uh, yeah, pet, I'm not really worried about you. We'll get you your pet warp and everything will be copacetic. But as we're going through here, let's see, we're most of the way done with our latest research, which is executive decisions, which should be getting us modifying our psychology so it's easier to charm and root and all of that. Get out of the vehicle. There we go. That mini bull learned the hard way. Do not mess with me. But let's see. Nope, we don't have an extra spare in the inventory. Yeah, I'm still working basically with the starter spells, and that's something that's gnawing at me. But again, I wanted to clear everything that I could do in a REIT before I left, because once you leave here, you cannot return here. They make sure to spell that out for you quite clear, fast, in a hurry. Alright, I'm just going to deactivate him because it's going to take him a good long while to find a way to catch up with me. Nope, I need that. I don't need that. Okay, now just going to head back over here, finish up on killing these guys, get my alien experience maxed out, and take some revenge on these specialists that keep killing me. Eat dual-wield pistols. Oh, cool. A little spider that's still green. I'll take that experience. I always think with the rooting, nah, 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 you can't hit me. But I'm childish like that. Okay, just again working our way over there. Now we're about what 4? No, I'm sorry, about 6,000 away from going up to the next alien level. All right, should not be getting ganked by too many people this time. Nope, the root spell did not work, man. Wish I could get the refund on that. And what's doubly painful about these guys is, like I said, they attack your nano pool. So anyone that you miss with is nano points that you're probably not going to be able to regenerate back in the fight with them, and it's just really, really annoying. But hey, was able to find an energy pistol on this guy, which is that's not the same, is it? The regular pistol and the energy pistol. Okay. I don't think I've been raising my ranged energy skill at all, but this one does radiation damage, which I'm pretty sure most mobs are not prepared to deal with. Um, but I just got a partial deflection field from my friend Nano Rail there. Give a good thank you for that. There's no specific bureaucrat, buffs that I can give out at the moment. Basically, for the most part, if you're not in the team with the bureaucrat, there's really not much benefit you're gonna. We can't give it out. Now, other classes like fixers, they can give out heals over time. Doctors, of course. Enforcers can give out a lot of health buffs and stuff, and that's how they make a lot of their money. But crats really don't do that. We just make it a lot easier for you to gain experience while we're fighting together. Um, we of course bring our pet buffs or not our pets. We can charm multiple mobs. We can make it the fights easier, but we don't really do a lot of um, out of combat things that make it productive. We're not traders, so we can't give you a buff to your trade skills. We're not really anything else that's impressive. We don't really warp you anywhere or warp to anywhere like engineers and metaphysicists, and definitely fixers. That'll get you to the grid quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I like crats simply again, they're a pet class. I really enjoy pet classes in all the games that I've ever played. I've been either a warlock or a necromancer or, uh, I'm sorry, EQ, I was a necromancer. Warcraft, I was a warlock, left, right, and center. Uh, okay, how do you have three different guns that all look the same? Because this is a machine gun or SMG, so this would be great for a fixer. Not so good for us, however. Now, I know I seem to be bringing up nothing but negatives, but again, I've never had a bad time playing this game. It's it doesn't get any better than what it is now. They've had decades literally to try and fix this, and I won't say ignored it. They just never got around to it. There's no real game breaking bugs that I'm aware of um, that haven't gone and gotten fixed. But there's definitely some little quality of life tweaks that just never got added to the pile. Okay, a grenade launcher. We're definitely not packing that heat. Um, oof. All right, now let's make sure you're not gonna do it. Okay, I'm just gonna stop casting my root. It's not working. It's not taking. Let's see if we can get this. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. All I need is one pistol, man. That's all. You got a pistol for me, dude? Okay, he's got another energy pistol, so that makes two of those. But I'm trying to get the regular bullet pistol, um, if I can, because I definitely have not been increasing ranged energy. It's been burst and fling shot and regular pistols. And let's see, that ranged weapon would be, Yeah, that's another one of those deep blue skills. So that's really expensive for me to change horses midstream. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get this regular pistol up and running if we can find it. Sledgehammer. I think enforcers use two-hand blunt a lot. I've never really played the melee classes out here, so don't really know. Now, let's see. Okay, there's two of you stand. Yeah, I just pull the other one. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Okay, that didn't work, but let's try and heal ourselves before he gets over here and starts melting our face. Okay, coming up on another hour and a half worth of stream here. I know there was a bit of a break in between. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take another break. What time is it local? Yeah, it's well into the afternoon now. There's some, got to go walk the dogs, make sure the dinner starts getting ready, or at least the food starts getting thawed out. Um, in about, what is it? About another 10 minutes, it's going to be another break for me. I'll keep the stream up and come back to it, but this may be the longer break. Instead of 10, maybe 25, 30 minutes. Make sure everything's good to go. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I definitely am in the early days of becoming a content creator. I just wanted to come back with a game that I'm familiar with, so I can learn how to keep talking and have something that I can confidently talk about as I'm going along. And this has definitely been one of my throwback go-to games over the years. Like I said, I've been with this game since it launched, pretty much back in 2001. And the fact that I'm still on their email list tells me that one, my email address hasn't changed in 20 years, which is kind of cool. And I never hit the unsubscribe button, which is even more impressive over the years as well. It's funny whenever I get the messages from Funcom. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys are still doing that? I did not know that. And it's just one of those things that I get pulled back into every once in a while. I was like, man, let me see. Oh yeah, I remember having a whole heck of a lot of fun doing this. And again, like I said before, I've never really run into a bad experience with this game. It's even the bugs or the tweaked features can yeah, exactly, Con. You always get pulled back and it's like, man, it's the original Microprose XCOM game, which I've been playing even longer than I've been playing this. Oh, oh, the GI Joes that I've raised and killed in that game are kind of ridiculous. Um, I know there's a graveyard full of electronics that I've had and bought specifically to play these same games over and over and over again. Now we're running what a dual quad cores. No, I don't have them on this account. I'd have to go digging through. Like I was just talking about, I'd have to go digging through old laptops, old desktops to see which accounts I was using back then, or maybe uh, pull a bunch of you know password requests from Funcom to see if I have anything. I think the highest level I've ever gotten in this game is about 172, 173, but that's really when I was hardcore playing this game on an annual basis. Daily throughout the year. But I think now that I think back on it, that was maybe 6, 7 years ago. where I don't. I mean, yeah, whew. But that a lot of that wasn't like a daily grind. That was me and my friends just going around, level boosting, and that's the one. That's another sad part about this game. The grind is real. It is rough out there, especially if you're doing this because the same mechanics you learn here are the ones you're going to use. Pardon me. Are the same ones you're going to use all the way throughout the content. I believe the level cap is now 220. But it's a gameplay loop of improve your stats, get better killing ability, take on higher content to get better stats. So there it is. Okay, that's the energy pistol. We don't need that one. That's the carbine. We don't need that one. I just want a regular pistol. So, Con, is there any game that you get pulled back into, or anything that? What's your go-to comfort food when it comes to gaming? Oh, you okay? I- So old school. So wait, where do you have any old high level characters? I'm just asking for alone maybe. Exactly, Con. I've been on a timeout for this thing for the last couple of years. It's like but I don't have the love hate. It's just like I don't love you anymore right now. I found somebody new. Um, in fact, the new one that's already standing in the corner is Warhammer 3. I want to go ahead and get back into that. It Now there's a game I can't really explain why I love, but I can't get away from it. I've never beaten a single campaign. I'm sorry, is it Ameno or Ameno or Emeno? All right. Yeah. Seeing as I got the Game Pass, I might as well go ahead and take advantage of the fact that Warhammer 3 is out. I might also get back into Crusader Kings and just start the weird, incestuous vibe that's going on with all of that. That game has been strange since I started playing the first one back in the day. So who knows? But that's another one of those. Oh, I only have less than $400 to buy all the expansions and other things out there, all the different maps. So who knows? At this point, however, I know for sure Twitch isn't paying the bills for that. But that's the game I was. That's the one that's another one where I have to figure out, hey, what's really happening with this? Thank you for the follow, Con. We're trying to get to 100. We've gotten a few in the last few weeks. It's been a minute since I was streaming regularly. Uh, just the whole holidays got in the way, and everything started picking up, and it's been a little bit weird since then. And I will definitely go back. I mean, and follow you guys as soon as I get done with today's stream. Uh, I wish I was as savvy with stuff like social media if I could be, but honestly, I don't even touch stuff like Facebook. So Twitch and Twitter, all kind of new to me. It's skills that I'll have to develop if I want to go ahead and make this more than just a hobby. Just give me the pistol. And Delavan over here is just out there murking fools at the same time. So maybe he's leaving more bodies with weapons he doesn't need. One-handed axe, that's kind of cool. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I really shouldn't even be farming these weapons. I should be farming the weapons in the subway. But now that I've maxed out my experience, I might actually, in fact, turn to doing that right now. Um, yeah, okay. I've only got about 2 more minutes left in today's stream, so we'll go ahead, knock this last one out, and then move on. You are the last chance, Specialist Chahiru, to make sure that I get my energy pistol, or I'm sorry, I get my regular pistols out of here. So if you don't got it, nobody's getting it. And I will definitely be picking up the Peregrines out of the subway. Um, yeah, I think as long as I'll have to check and see what day my subscription to this ends because I do want to keep playing this game, but I know that it's a bit hard of an acquired taste to see. Hey, there we go, last guy, and you gave me exactly what I was looking for. Maybe I should start calling out the fates. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to call out the fates. I know better than to do that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep the AO going, but I want to add other things to my repertoire. Like I said, Warhammer 3, maybe Crusader Kings. I believe 3 is the one that's out right now. Um, I still need to go back and finish my Adeptus Mechanicus because that was my Warhammer 40K playthrough that I was doing many moons ago. Uh, I just kind of dead dropped it before, but I've changed rigs since then. I was on a laptop then. I'm on a full desktop PC now. Um, I see now that Cyberpunk has gotten its patch. 1.5 patch came out. Uh, I need to go back and to play that game because I struggled through that. Or perhaps I should have got a Survivor T-shirt or something when it first came out. But it's been 2 years. Maybe they've patched up everything. I hear the driving's gotten a lot better because I was one of those guys just walking and taking the train public transportation for sure because my driving skills were not the best. No, we've already killed you. There's nothing you dropped, so we don't need any of that. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get back to Von Hammond since now I've got my pistols. I've got all the alien XP I can muster for now. I've done all of the breadcrumb quests throughout here. And I don't think there's anything else for me to do, really. I've done all the leets, I've done all the reets. Yeah, it's time to move on and take advantage of the fact that we are now level 15 and our pet needs. Yeah, the subway next. I'm gonna try and stream that tomorrow, though, Con. I'm gonna have to leave here. This is like hour 3 now of the stream, so I gotta make sure I get stuff done for the household. But yeah, subway will be the next one, and I should be able to excuse me, get to the agency and get all of those dailies in, so we can go ahead and take care of all of that content as we get there. Uh, Now let's see. For Twitch streaming purposes, I guess I should leave this character neutral, so I won't go ahead and do the shoulder pad quests ahead of me. But for those of you who are new to the game or just wanted to, personal edification, going forward is basically the 2 faction quests that you can do if you knew exactly what you wanted to join. You get shoulder pads, you get tokens, mission tokens, so you can start getting your faction not rep up, but basically um, rewards going that way. Like I said, I may leave this character as neutral for ease of getting around. Um, should we ever get to any bigger content, particularly when it comes to like the living cyber armor, being at least neutral makes it easier to do the war torn valley portion of that. I think for the chess piece. Um, yeah, because I know I'm remembering now when I would choose Omni coming out of here, it would be a pain in the backside running around all of those parts of the map. Yeah, so we may leave this character neutral and leave it at that. But if I were going to choose a faction, up ahead is where you would go to get Clan or Omni and talk to those representatives there. Um, but for right now, we're just going to finish up this Von Hammond. Here's my ID. Yes, I am a full regular citizen. Why are you asking me if I'm not? All right, how do I leave? And then goodbye. I'll leave it right here. Yeah. Oh man, Eminem. Yeah, 2001 here as well. I've been here for too long and just keep coming back. But for right now, I'm gonna leave the stream right here. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Khan, after I get off of here, I'll make sure I'll follow you as well on your channel. Um, you guys, I also have a YouTube channel and a Patreon, both at Mr. Tope TO. So if you ever want to just come by there and see the content I've got on there, I'd appreciate it. I should be back about the same time tomorrow, between 10 and 1 o'clock. So, like I said, I'm just going to leave the stream here for right now before we get to the whole final decision of never being able to come back to a REIT. But we've covered pretty much every quest available here. So, there's really nothing else to do but farm. But there's nothing else for us to farm except XP. And that's better coming out of the subway anyway. So, thank you guys for joining up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mr. Tope TO, end of sketch.